Look at this, and everybody's ready. They know what's coming.
17 cars.
Trophy dash. Everybody, look at that. Jimmy Sutton goes. Zanardi's right there. Oh, look at him. It's sideways. Oh, he jumped on the throttle. Jimmy got a little bit of a break there.
Keep in mind, those guys behind are plenty fast, too. 17 cars still in the race of the 28 starters as Jimmy Vasser, winner of the inaugural US 500 2 years ago, brings them to the line, and Zanardi is on the move.
And even with that jump, so look at Zanardi. He drafted him right around the outside.
5 laps to go. 10 miles remaining of 500 at Michigan.
I think Zanardi hit that little extra power button right there.
Could have been. Hit the button that gave him a few extra revs exactly when he needed it. Right up to the 15,000 RPM maximum.
Well, let's see if Scott Pruett called it and said you do not want to be leading that last lap.
Here comes Vasser up high around his teammate. I've got a button too, Padre. Zanardi and Vasser behind him. It's Pruett, Moore, Bobby Rahal in there, Richie Hearn,
and look at Greg Moore in the blue car.
Yep.
He's coming right down along Jimmy Vasser.
Close.
And let's not forget, Scott Pruett's been in this position before. Oh, smoke out of Jimmy Vasser. Smoke on the right side of Jimmy Vasser.
That's Pruett just behind. That's Zanardi's car. That is Zanardi
I'm so excited up here. I got the cars wrong. Look at that smoke down there. Zanardi slowing, came down the inside. He wants those points. Is he going to try to nurse it? No, he's going for it.
And there is another very evil-sounding car out there further back in the pack.
And look at this.
Here goes Moore. Moore going for the lead around Jimmy Vasser.
And even over the roar of the engines, you can hear this huge crowd with a giant roar as Moore goes on top.
And here comes Jimmy. He's coming back around the outside.
Pruett down low for third. Oh, Zanardi has still got his foot in it.
And look at this. This looks like the first lap of the race.
White flag next time by. Vasser and Moore. Zanardi has dropped back a few car lengths. Pruett has dropped back behind him.
Moore tried to look underneath. Not having it.
It appears that these two men will decide it. White flag for Jimmy Vasser. Zanardi attacking for third. Make that second. Oh, will they go 3 wide? No.
Is this a ploy by Jimmy Vasser to back off a little bit, get Greg Moore's draft, and see if he can snooker him on the last lap? Look at Jimmy coming.
Here comes Zanardi. Does he have the horsepower despite that smoke from the back of the car? Greg Moore draws to a couple of car lengths away, and he will win the US 500. And I believe Jimmy Vasser hung on for second over his teammate as Alex Zanardi's engine coughs its last.
And I can tell you, Scott Pruett was right. You don't want to lead the last lap. Greg Moore passed him, and look at that.
The 17th different winner in 19 500-mile races here at Michigan. And for Greg Moore, this is sweet redemption. He has suffered illness. He suffered a stroke of unfortunate opportunism at Portland, where he dove down to the first turn and collected several cars. He crashed in the opening laps at Cleveland a few weeks ago. Here's the finish. And I believe Jimmy Vasser got Alex Zanardi, who was definitely on the move. Let's look at it one more time.
And what do we have right here is our first, second, and third place guys are the same guys, first, second, and third in the championship.
But not in that order. Greg Moore needed PPG Cup points here at Michigan like he needed oxygen. And now he has a full complement of 20.
Different 500-mile winner in 19.
Oh, this will be one very happy victory lane.
And remember, guys, he had to do it with a totally burnt-out clutch. He had more than his share of problems. Greg Moore, now he lifts the visor, and he'll be able to see emotion at its finest. A picture is worth 10,000 words. This is an entire novel in victory lane right now. Well, Greg Moore taking his earpieces out, getting ready to get started here on what has to be a very emotional victory lane for you. The camera is over this way, Greg, and after a great start of a season, more than your share of problems, now you've battled back. Jerry Forsythe and company, they're going to congratulate you now, but I want to talk about those last couple of laps. That was intense.
Wow. That's what all I can say. Thanks. Oh, just the players, guys, gave me great pit stops all day. I mean, we stalled the car twice in the pits. We had a bit of a mechanical or electronic problem there, but we bounced back from it. We knew we had a good car. It was just a question there right at the end. You know, both the Ganassi cars were awfully fast, but we just managed to get them on that last lap going into one.
You know, everybody says, and you've heard it, I know many times, that patience is so important with a 500-mile race. How much patience did you have to practice today?
None. It was flat out from the beginning to the end. I mean, you know, we knew that the Mercedes would be, you know, reliable enough. It's just a question of, could we get the brakes? And we got the brakes today, and I'm just so pleased for all these guys. I mean,
well, it's a very happy victory lane, but there was a photo finish, Gary Gerould, for second place.
And the man who ended up second was Jimmy Vasser. Jimmy, tell me about that last couple of laps and the emotion you're experiencing right now.
Well, it was a good race, a lot of fun. You know, I hate to come second like that, but it's, you know, it was a fantastic race. Greg Moore did a good job. I had to give him a little room there. You know, he got underneath me. I just led the wrong lap, I guess.
Was there any strategy?
Well, not when you got a couple to go, and you know, it seemed like I could pass somebody and pull out a bit, but you know, they just came flying right back up on me. I must have had 10 car lengths when they, you know, we might have had a little problem with something, because when I got out by myself, I couldn't pull, you know, over 1,000 less revs than I should. So, you know, I think it might have been something a little wrong with the top end speed.
All right, we'll hear from his teammate, Jan.
Well, Alex Zanardi, when he got out of the car, he wanted to clear the way because he was told the car is on fire. I believe, were you talking to your wife there?
Yeah, she's been watching. She told me good job.
When you saw the smoke, or did you know the car was smoking and made a decision to stand on it as opposing to lifting?
What can you do about it? There's no difference in this place. It's not that you can ease and say, I hang in there and let the engine have a break. I mean, you flat out all the way. So it's a 50-50.
Well, it stayed together. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations indeed to our top three. Fourth career win for Greg Moore, the second this year, and equally dramatic. We'll be back. Back at Michigan, don't forget, coming up next on ABC Sports, a Tour de France special, the 14th stage in the Alps, a downhill sprint you won't want to miss. The Tour de France coming up next on ABC Sports. After a day full of twists, drama, and tremendous racing action, here are the final results. Victory for Greg Moore, his second of the year. He also snatched a victory away from Alex Zanardi in the closing laps at Rio earlier this year. And of course, the battle for second place between the Target Chip Ganassi Racing teammates resulted in second place for Jimmy Vasser, third for Alex Zanardi, who retains a fat lead in the championship. Not as much attrition as we expected, and a great race. 63 lead changes among 9 drivers. With 7 races remaining in the Kart FedEx Championship Series season, there you see Alex Zanardi's lead over his teammate Jimmy Vasser. Greg Moore, with the victory, remains a very strong third for the PPG Cup. JJ Leto has not been released from the Infield Medical Center after his crash, but we trust that he will be all right. And of course, our thoughts are with the injured spectators here today at Michigan. We have no further update on them either. I'm Bob Varsha for Danny Sullivan, Gary Gerould, Jan Bikas, and Jack Arute. Thanks for being with us. We'll leave you with a look at some of the highlights of today's CART US 500 at Michigan Speedway. Drivers in the Kart FedEx Championship Series are amazing athletes, and they gave us an astonishing example of that today. Congratulations to Greg Moore on his victory. Now let's go to Robin Roberts in our Wide World of Sports studio in New York.